the crowds parted, and there was Lady Gaga. And she's heading right towards me. And she says, "Thank you. Your performance in American Hustle, Amy, was..." And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's Lady Gaga. I love her so much. I don't want to tell her the truth. So I just gracefully thanked her, bowed my head. I'm gonna be a liar. And then I look over her shoulder, and there's Amy Adams walking into the party.
Oh no.
So I'm like, there's Isla Fisher. I said, she's not even nominated for anything. What's she?
Almost 20 years since her magnificent role in Gideon's Daughter, Emily Blunt has become one of the best actresses in the world. You see Emily Blunt in a movie poster, and you know it's going to be a hit. Apparently, she's also an American superstar singer and one of the best-selling music artists in the world.
That's so funny.
You know who you look like there?
Who?
Katy Perry.
Do you know I've been mistaken for her?
You have?
Yeah, I had someone come, I walked into a bar once in London, someone went, "Oh my God, it's Katy Perry!"
Doppelgangers are usually creepy or endearing, depending on what movie you're watching, because they do the imitation thing so well. After doing a stellar job as Kevin in This Is Us, Justin Hartley tried his hand as a doppelganger, and the outcome was hilarious.
Woman recognized me. I could tell she was standing right next to me, and she made this face like I thought she was gonna tackle me. And then she asked me if like Deadpool, if I knew it was gonna be that big of a hit. For a second, I was insulted for half a second, and then I was like, I even felt better about myself. And then on my way out the door, I caught her. I wanted to give her one last wave, and she just was staring death at me like somebody told her. That's not.
We all knew Keira was going to be a force to be reckoned with when she took on the role of Elizabeth Swann. However, the most outstanding thing about her might not be her acting, but her ability to be 4 powerful people all at once. The last one might possibly leave you dumbstruck.
I've been chased through an airport as Natalie Portman. I mean, Natalie Portman a lot. She's Natalie Portman. I've been chased through a park as Kate Winslet. Quite a few people have come over to me to ask me to say hello to Daniel Craig for them because they think I'm Rachel Weisz. What was it? Like the other ones, I get it. I'm like English.
Yes.
Well, I mean, apart from that, yeah, but Britney Spears. I know, in LA, and I was in a shop. How? I don't know. It was a weird one. So I had my picture as Britney Spears.
What does Harry Potter do when he's not running around the wizarding world trying to stifle Voldemort? Simple answer. He runs the length and breadth of Middle-earth trying to destroy the ring. Which one does he do better? Or is that just 2 different people?
Daniel, do you still get mistaken for Elijah Wood?
Not as often, but still quite a lot.
Because you don't look alike anymore, I don't think.
I don't know.
I take it back. You looked exactly like...
No, I turned back the same.
I know that was a picture of you.
While it is pretty normal for people to find lookalikes, it's rare to find them across different sexes. So rare that it shocked Dennis Leary when he discovered his. This is an Ice Age Wreck-It Ralph crossover no one ever expected.
Walking away, lady walks up, "Oh my God, can I take a picture with you?" And I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Oh my God, I love you." I take a picture with her. She goes, "You know what? I love Glee and you're my favorite character." Day one as a rock star. I get Jane Lynch.
That lookalikes have done more harm than good, especially to eager fans, is a debate for the ages, but it doesn't always have to be about looks. Having the same name has proven to create the exact same effect.
He goes, "Can I have a picture?" I go, "Yeah, of course." So we took a picture. So I posed. She goes, "Can I have one for Snapchat?" I go, "Yeah, of course." So we take one for Snapchat. She's okay, and then we just say, "Okay, well, I'll talk to you later." I go, "Hey, nice to meet you." She's walking away, and as she's walking away, I swear, she goes, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe I met Jimmy Kimmel."
When 2 actresses style their hair the same way or put on similar outfits, it's cute. But when they have a striking resemblance, someone's going to start asking questions.
But you get confused with Mila Kunis, and in fact, you 2 have joked about this.
Yeah.
I can see the resemblance.
I think it's the biggest compliment ever. She's so beautiful, and we have joked about it too. And she was like, and sometimes I pretend to be you, so I feel like I'm young.
All right.
Sometimes the 2 incredibly good actors do a superb job on set and have good chemistry, they started to look alike. If Mark ever has to take a break from playing John Bennett, then Ted 3 would be an international spy thriller.
Thing is people call me, they always say they love me in the Bourne Identity. when I'm saying, and I just say thank you. You know?
No, they don't. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, and
Out of all the villains
Matt always gets it all the time too. You know, he says they always say, you know, talk about I Loved You and Ted or one of these other movies that I've done, and you know, we just kind of laugh it off. And I never correct anybody.
You don't correct.
I just say thank you very much. Got another one.
You'd think Lawrence would be easily recognizable after gracing our screens as the badass, grim character Morpheus. Well, it turns out that without his dark shades and trench coat, Lawrence Fishburne can be anybody. But Lawrence doesn't seem to mind.
The interview. I don't mean to bother you, but can I have your autograph, Mr. Jackson? And so I gave her, I wrote, you know, blah, 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 Sam Jackson.
Yeah.
When the roles were reversed, Samuel L. Jackson had a lot to say. But what makes it worse is that it was an interviewer who confused him with another popular black actor. Can you imagine Samuel in dark shades, a trench coat, and a bald head, especially after rocking that big afro for Pulp Fiction?
The story behind this is fabulous. So that you're wearing this T-shirt.
Oh, that T-shirt. Sam Rubin from L.A. And the Super Bowl had been that past Sunday, and he asked me about the commercial that I was in. I wasn't in a commercial, and the only commercial I remembered was Lawrence Fishburne doing a car commercial dressed as, like, Morpheus or whatever the guy's name is. And so I just happened to say, well, I'm not Lawrence Fishburne, and I was not in a commercial, and I'm not that other black guy who's in that commercial, or I'm not the black guy who's in this other commercial, and I'm not the black guy who's in this other commercial.
Ever since The Wolf of Wall Street, Margot Robbie has been that gift that keeps on giving. Though she's become one of the world's biggest actresses, she too isn't beyond giving out autographs as someone else. This sounds unbelievable until you see her doppelganger.
Can't be mad about any of them. Someone came up a few weeks ago. I was eating a burger at Apple Pen, and they were like, oh, I loved you in Sex Education. That show is so cool. We just started watching it.
Jason Sudeikis might be taking some time off Ted Lasso, but he's definitely not done with acting. Some fans are probably so desperate to see him on screen again, they have hinted he can easily walk onto the set of The Office during his free time and fit right in.
Nice, funny, like, smart guy.
You get confused with Ed Helms?
Ed Helms and I think get confused, like, quite a bit, the two of us, yeah.
Right.
And it happens, I mean, to the point where if people come up and say hello, like, hey, it's so nice to, you know, see you, I'm a big fan, I'll say my name, and a lot of times they'll be like, oh, sorry, thought you were someone else, you know, like.
Kevin Bacon tells us how he easily pulls off the trick of being two different people at the same time. It's more proof that having the same name can have you giving out other people's autographs and basking in their recognition.
Mistaken for another celebrity?
Oh, sure, yeah, all the time.
Really?
I mean, well, yeah, people always go, oh, look, that's Kevin Spacey!
And the bromance isn't over. Matt Damon details how he deals with being mistaken for another famous celebrity in a hilarious case of you scratch my back and I scratch yours. You already know who it is, don't you?
People ever mistake you for somebody else? Because there's that thing, I guess, where you're out and about and people see you and think, I know him. Do they ever come up and say?
Yeah, all the time. I get Mark Wahlberg a lot.
It's good.
And I've talked to Mark about it because he gets me. Like, people will come up and say, I love you in the Bourne Identity. And, so Mark and I have a deal. If we're mistaken for one another, we have to be as polite as possible. Because
have you ever signed an autograph as Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, and you just have to be as nice as possible. And if they keep the thing going, you have to keep it going. So
The lookalikes don't stop pouring in for Dennis Leary. This time, he takes place of one of Hollywood's nastiest villains. This could either be the case of someone forgetting their appointment with the eye doctor, or a sign for Dennis to try out the villain role for his next movie.
People recognized me. It happened in an airport, and a guy walked up and he said, oh my God, can I have an autograph? And I signed it, and he went, what the hell's this? And I went, I thought he meant like I had messy handwriting. I said, that's my autograph. And he goes, who are you? I was like, Dennis Leary. He's like, I thought you were Willem Dafoe, man.
It's all fun and games when two celebrity lookalikes hang out, but it's even more hilarious when it becomes almost impossible to tell the two apart.
They want me to, tear this guy a new one. And they're like, enough is enough. It's affecting our shows. It's affecting the camaraderie in the band.
Why?
They said, we're starting to get brainwashed. We look back, we think that's Will Ferrell playing drums.
The band actually thinks they're playing with Will Ferrell.
Exactly.